Incorrect.
Be the first to know the latest updates, breaking news, and mind-blowing insights about your favorite movies. Subscribe now and become a true movie spy. In the Star Wars canon, Ahsoka's combat with Anakin replicated 3 of Darth Vader's most critical duels, with references to the Sith Lord's past. The 5th episode of Ahsoka is a huge journey into the past, featuring references to 3 of Darth Vader's most important fights in the Star Wars canon. Reunited with the ghost of her teacher Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, in a Force vision, Ahsoka Tano, Rosario Dawson, recalls significant events from her Jedi history as Anakin seeks to teach her a critical new lesson. This version of Anakin, on the other hand, looks as Ahsoka recalls him in his completeness, including his descent into the dark side as Darth Vader. Anakin not only fights his former apprentice, but he also has her relive the Battle of Ryloth and the Siege of Mandalore from the Clone Wars. Ahsoka fears becoming nothing more than a soldier as a result of Anakin's training during the battle, much as her master fears becoming Darth Vader. To that purpose, there are 3 key moments during Ahsoka and Anakin's reunion in the world between worlds that allude to Darth Vader's most critical battles in Star Wars, one with his apprentice, one with his son, and one with his own master. Live or Die refers to Ahsoka's real-life battle with Darth Vader. Darth Vader vs. Ahsoka Tano artwork. Anakin's spirit reveals that he has a new lesson for Ahsoka: live or die. He wants to finish the training Ahsoka never finished when she left the Jedi Order before the conclusion of the Clone Wars. Anakin demonstrates to Ahsoka that she is more than her training while also encouraging her to discover a revitalized purpose that she had long abandoned. After rediscovering fresh convictions as a Jedi, Ahsoka eventually decides to live before returning to the physical world. This combat and lesson, however, allude to Ahsoka's real-life duel with Darth Vader on the Sith world of Malachor. Before the events of the original trilogy, as depicted in Star Wars Rebels, Ahsoka refused to leave Darth Vader after learning that he was actually her master, Anakin Skywalker. Vader's answer to Ahsoka's pledge, on the other hand, was that she would die, which effectively mirrors the beginning of his lesson imparted to his apprentice in Ahsoka Episode 5. I Won't Fight You is a reference to Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader in ROTJ. Return of the Jedi stars Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and Palpatine. Similarly, as Anakin fires his lightsaber in her vision of the world between worlds, Ahsoka initially refuses to battle him. Anakin, on the other hand, claims to have heard such before, forcing his former pupil to defend herself against his attacks and not giving her a choice in the matter. Anakin had heard this remark earlier, when he was Darth Vader meeting his son Luke in Return of the Jedi. Emperor Palpatine persuaded Vader's son to give in to his wrath and kill his father in order to corrupt the young Jedi and allow Luke to take Vader's place. While Luke was tempted by the dark side, he eventually refused to battle his father and threw down his lightsaber, just as Ahsoka did at the conclusion of her confrontation with Anakin in Ahsoka Episode 5. As a consequence, it's a very powerful piece of classic mirroring that adheres to George Lucas' notion of Star Wars being like poetry, with repeated lines that effectively rhyme. The true success in both Luke and Ahsoka's battles is victory over the dark side, refusing to fight or kill Darth Vader in rage. You lack conviction. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Darth Vader voice trick continues. The Force Awakens Darth Vader Ahsoka Anakin image. As Ahsoka Episode 5 proceeds, this version of Anakin begins to flicker and morph into Darth Vader, with his lightsaber changing from blue to red. Anakin confronts Ahsoka and her lack of commitment as they return to the world between worlds to conclude their combat. However, his speech is noticeably changed, with this sentence sounding more robotic, similar to Darth Vader's voice and his life support gear. It's certainly a dramatic approach for the Ahsoka program to showcase that Anakin was on both the bright and evil sides of the Force. However, it also refers to one of Vader's most critical battles with his master. As shown in the latest Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Kenobi and Vader faced off when Obi-Wan reconnected to the Force as a Jedi, having been blocked off due to his guilt and years in exile on Tatooine since the events of Revenge of the Sith. The guy beneath the damaged section of Vader's helmet could be seen. Furthermore, Vader's vocoder was destroyed, resulting in a dynamic merging of Anakin's and Vader's voices. As such, it's a tragically great voice trick that Ahsoka continues during Anakin and Ahsoka's pivotal lightsaber fight. Stay tuned, because we have a mission to uncover the most enigmatic film secrets ever created. Remember, with Movie Spy, the truth is just one click away. Thanks for watching.